What's going on there, Mr. Bill? We got two hacks at the house tonight. We got Terrence. What's going on, brother? How's everybody doing tonight? Mr. Will, what's up, my brother? Hope everybody had a good Monday. Terrence says, yeah, I'm at work, but this is his priority. I appreciate it, brother. John, what's going on, brother? The Kennedall, what's up, man? How's it going tonight? Appreciate everybody coming on this evening. We'll wait for a few more people to get in and we'll get started. I hope everybody had a good weekend. We had some pretty nice weather down here. What's going on, Eric? He says, greetings from beautiful, warm, sunny Southern California. Let's see, not much. Been tearing down valve rocker shafts out of my 66 AMC line 6. I'm working on oil galley to the shaft, got plugged. I hear you, man. I just got finished doing a gunked up motor. What's going on, Tony? Mr. Hasn't warmed up in Jersey yet there, Mr. Will? Yeah, I felt bad for John Wilburn last night, man. He'd been down here in Tennessee since Friday. He did a thing with Dallas and woke up the next morning, couldn't hardly talk from all the pollen and everything. Miss Will said it's raining all week. Damn it, man. But yeah, John could hardly even talk, man. Eric Barney is running great, man. No complaints. He's digging it. The biggest thing right now is I'm having to keep his foot out of it for a little bit until we get the first oil change in. He's turned into a 12-year-old kid with a rocket ship. Let's see, the Kendall says the motor wasn't gunked up terrible, just 60 years of use. They used a piece of weed eater string to run through the oil passages and hosed out the car cleaner. I hear you, man. But yeah, I have to honestly say it's been a long time since I tore to a motor that was that dirty. He was probably about a couple days away as studying number 5 rod drill completely out. But he's definitely a happy camper with it now. He's got great oil pressure. He's liking that Diablo tune that's in it now and the MDS delete. That's the garage, man. How's it going this evening? Eric, we talked about that last night. We still have not heard anything about Jim Bennett's shop or his YouTube channel. I mean, as soon as he passed away, man, everything went dark. I mean, even and we haven't heard anything from anybody. I know they were already registered for Jim was already registered for the No Name 500. Him and a couple of his guys were coming out, and so I don't know, man. I mean, it's all up in the air right now. Hopefully, we will hear something. I would like to hear something, without stopping short of actually going over to the shop. Speaking of the devil right now, there is Mr. John Wilburn. How is your voice doing today? We were just talking how you lost your voice. JDM, what's going on, man? Doing great this evening. Oh, I agree, Eric. I mean, it is weird not really to hear anything. I mean, not even a phone call or anything. I mean, him and Tony cut up all the time, but I mean, they always stayed in contact with each other. So, did you make it back home yet, John? JDM says, been loving your content. Found you about a month ago through Tony. Dude, I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody's support, everybody coming to my channel. And, it might be things I post y'all don't like. I mean, I've had some videos that bomb bigger than shit. But, I take the good with the bad, and I appreciate everybody that's come on board. John Wilbur said he got in about an hour ago. Well, I'm glad you made it home, bro. I appreciate it, Nestor. But yeah, I think I'm feeling a little jet lag today from the barbecue yesterday. I got this morning, and it took a lot to get motivated. Oh, I bet it is, John. I had a. Let's see, he said that van was a sweet highway cruiser. I had it a '77 Dodge van or trade, and I loved that thing, man. It had a 318 in it. I used to love driving that thing all over the place. John Wilbur asks, Al, how long did it take you to do Barney engine start to finish? Let's see. I really didn't keep a whole lot of track of my time on this build because I was kind of doing other things and trying to rest. Um, let's see. I think I started some of the cleaning last Saturday because we had ordered the parts Thursday previous, and all the parts came in on last Monday. So between, I'd say Saturday night, I took the valve covers off, something like that. Sunday, we looked things over, and I think I really dug deep into it on Monday of last week. So basically, Monday to Thursday evening. And I wasn't actually anticipating getting it done until like Sunday. So I got it done way earlier than I thought I was going to. See, Nestor's Garage last night was great, especially Tony and Kathy, right? And see, John put, I regret not doing a comparison video while it was parked next to the caravan. I hear you, brother. I hear you. Tony's gonna have to get that thing running tip top shape so he can make it the Sykes in Missouri. But yeah, that motor was nasty, man. I thought I was going to end up having to take that thing and have it hot tank, but I got lucky. I mean, after 6 times of washing that block out, I finally got clean enough where I was satisfied with it, putting it back together. Let's see, John says I plan to drive it to Sykeston's. There you go, brother. That's like an all. See, that's what I like about the vans, especially the Dodge Tradesman vans. Like one you got, and then one I used to have, man. It had the captain chairs in it, had the bench in the back that folded out to a bed, and mine had a bed behind it. So I mean, it turned out to like a big ass, like queen size bed, and it's like a camper and everything rolled up in one. But John, I also appreciate the fact you got the Junkyard Jet jump started last night on that video, man. We've been after them for a while to get started up on it, and I tell you what, man, they're already almost to 500 subscribers already. And guys are on here. If you've kept up with anything I put out as far as the Junkyard Jet goes, their channel is up now. I posted their video on on my community page. So if you want to go there and watch it and give them a like and subscribe, they're wanting to do the No Name Nationals 500, and I think before midnight tonight, if not within a few hours, they're probably going to be already at 500. And so go over there, hit them up, give them a like, subscribe, and that way everybody can go. Terrence, I appreciate it, bro, that you said up to them earlier today. The Canada says, heck out. I got my channel started last month as well. Yeah, there's some late movers coming up now. And but I mean, a lot of y'all are getting into it now, man. Y'all still got plenty of time to get with it. Eric, I appreciate it. He says, I think your Barney video series was great. Well, I appreciate it. I mean, I'm trying my best. This whole YouTube thing's still a learning process for me. There's some things I do okay on. There's things I still got to learn. I try to make it entertaining, informative, and real all at the same time. And it's funny when I made the last video on it. I think there's like 8 videos altogether on Barney, and was videotaping the motor running and everything else. It sounded good. It that I saw on the alternator, and I caught so much shit over that. It's like, hey, did you know that was off a rib, or what's up with that alternator pulley? Guys, I mean, like I said, I leave all the mistakes and stuff in my videos for a reason, because I'm real. I mean, if I stutter, if I repeat myself, if I fumble on something, that's me. I want y'all to see me for who I am, on the camera, off the camera. But at the same time, guys, this stuff's going to be fixed before it goes out. Let's see. Terrence said, I did my first tech video a couple days ago on replacing the brake light switch on my Falcon. It's not easy filming on your back underneath the dash. Dude, I tell you what, man, it is not. It's like we were working on Ethan's Honda the other day, which we did a video before on it. He bought it for a daily because of the fuel mileage. And I was trying to videotape underneath while we were doing the CV shafts. And I mean, it's like right up here against my face. I'm trying to look, I'm trying to help him at the same time. And when you're doing it by yourself, man, it's hard. Terry Littlejohn, if you want, go to my YouTube page, Mopar Al, go to my community page on there, and I've got their video posted, so you can click on that, and that'll get you where you need to go. White Trash Motorsports, what's going on, man? It says his car is ready, just have to score a 6PT for the Winnebago and redeck my trailer. Dude, I hear you, man. I mean, my truck's basically in good shape, ready to roll. I just need to do a tune-up on it, put some fresh plugs in it, do an oil change, and then Ethan and I are either in a process, we're going to buy a trailer. I've got a lot of friends of mine that let me use trailers on a moment's notice. It's like, well, there's no sense you need to buy a trailer. We've got trailers this ass, but we really want our own. And I want one big enough to put the car on and maybe some stuff up front, like a little box. And what I'm thinking about doing for the Sykeston deal, hopefully we'll get the trailer by then. If not, I got a friend of mine that's got one that I kind of want, but more light duty. And it's big enough to where I can put my tent on it. So hopefully we'll get something figured out all that. Jerry Racing, man, what's going on, brother? How you doing tonight? And for you guys trying to find the Junkyard Jet video stuff, like I said, go to my community page. If not, I think it's called Daddy's Money Garage. So you might be able to find it that way. Taylor John says that that belt missing one rib is not hard to miss. Had a belt lose one rib before and caught it. Oh, I hear you, man. I hear you. Man, when I got done with that truck, man, it was like 7:45 Thursday. So I mean, I was wore out, and I actually pushed myself too hard to get it done. So I'm sitting there getting it all together, doing the filming and stuff. And when I was filming, I looked over there and I saw it, and so I just kept on jacking away. And it's like I'll fix it when I get done filming. And but yeah, I mean it happens, man. The mistakes are, like I said, I'll leave the mistakes in. I'm only human. I'm not claimed to be a know-it-all. I just love what I do, and like sharing it with y'all. Big Belly Racing, brother, how you doing this evening? My other half just texted me and says thunderstorms are coming in. Yeah, they're probably not going to last too long. Big Belly Racing, you're well. How am I doing? I'm doing, man. I'm just wore out. Um, the medication they got me on is helping. I mean, my energy level still isn't back. I'm still dealing with fatigue a lot, but I'm trying, man. Like I said, that the Barney build, I kind of pushed myself there at the end, and man, I for 2 days, I usually wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning and start my day. And with this medication they got me on now, it keeps me up until about 11:30, 12 o'clock at night. Well, after getting done with Barney, I was just so wore out. There was 2 days in a row that I didn't wake up until like 8:30 in the morning, which is unusual for me. So, but other than that, man, I'm trying to push on with my limitations and stuff, and I've got to kind of realize a little bit that I've got to chill and let the body heal and everything else. Brandon, what is going on, man? Good evening to you, brother. Hope all is going well. But the latest, let's see what we got here. Yes, it is. It's really important, Mr. Will. And I tell you what, if y'all haven't checked out Mr. Will's Dime Breed Garage yet, he did an article the other day about the car culture and everything else. And Go over there and take a look, man. It was a pretty cool deal, man. He dumped a lot of shit out, and I agree with a lot that he said, and kind of made me think back a little bit. But go check that video out, man. That was a pretty cool video. But now, as far as slag hammer goes, guys, I mean, it's on my part of things starting to dwindle down. I got a bunch of little loose ends I still got to do. I just got finished tackling the more of the electrical today. Got the headlights working. But for me, there's not really a whole lot left to do. I got to do some touch-up painting still on the inside. I still got to primer the frame, paint it. Brake lines, master cylinder, run the fuel line, and finish priming the roof and the trunk. And that's going to be about it on that, except for getting the belts for the car. I've got to get the padding for the roll bar and get the Lexan in. But yeah, it's coming along pretty good. Rabbit Transit Garage, how is it going this evening? Oh, let's see here. Big Belly Racing. Yeah, Easy does it out. I seen you giving it last night while everyone was chilling. Yeah, I mean, it's hard for me to shut down, dude. I mean, I get set on wanting to do something, and I just keep going. And I got to realize I can't do that a lot anymore. So I'm gonna have to readjust. I mean, it's gonna be no doubt. Mopar Dan, what is going on, man? Good evening. Ah, Rabbit, there you go, brother. Doing well, just looking over the dart. Ooh, I hear the thunder in the background. But yeah, it's like all the medicine I take now, for my breathing and for my rheumatoid arthritis and stuff. I take a lot of steroids. And over the years, it's finally caught up with me. It's like you can see on my arms, all the little bumps and stuff. I mean, it's gotten to the point now, man, that I can sit there and swipe a piece of paper against my arm and it will start bleeding. Oh no, what's going on, man? Hello, everybody. Henry's Hot Rod Garage. I'm doing well, brother. How are you doing? Good to see everybody. Ricky Myers, you don't seem to move fast, but you must be efficient as you get more. I do a lot, man, and a lot of stuff I don't film. I mean, because number one, I've got to get a camera that's capable of catching me doing stuff for a longer period of time. My phone, I can only do like up to 10 minutes, and it starts lagging on me. And but as far as the efficiency goes, I'm always been a very driven person with what I do, and a certain way I want to do it, and I plan out in my head what I want to do from A to Z, and that's kind of what my work ethic is. Let's see here, but yeah, I mean it's getting down to the wire with the car now. Waiting on the rims to come in. I think they're supposed to be in this weekend because the Junkyard Jets turned their car into a roller this weekend. So I had to take their slicks off a slag hammer. But we got that. We got the grump rump hood scoop in. We got some other things coming in. So yeah, it's coming together. But it was good seeing everybody last night. It was good seeing John Wilburn last night over at the shop. Good to see Kiwi. Kiwi's been out of action for about a week and a half. His father just passed away here about a week or so ago. So Kiwi had to go back to New Zealand and take care of some stuff. So he didn't get back until when was it? Midweek last week. So he's trying to get his ducks back in a row again. But let's see, Harry Perver. I appreciate it, brother. So you just watch Slack Hammer updates. Yeah, I try to do a Slack Hammer update once a week because it's gotten to the point now with the car that it's hard to do something every day or every other day on it because the stuff now is getting like it's like a punch list now of things that need to get done. So basically, what I'm trying to do is either on a Sunday or a Monday, I'll do a Slack Hammer update and kind of keep everybody going. Big Valley Racing. What was the Grump Lump used for originally? Let's see, who was the guy? I think the guy was Jenkins. Was trying to find a way to atomize air, and he came up with something, the Grump Hump, and which eventually turned into basically cow induction hood. I mean, it wasn't fancy. It wasn't nice looking. I mean, he just basically just built a square rectangle with an angle here, angle there. No thrills, but it got the job done. Let's see here. Rocky Myers, what's up? Didn't you very recently slam together a late model Hemi in whatever spare time you did? Yes, sir. We were just talking about that. That's the Barney build, and got finished with that this past Thursday evening. Mopar man 78. What's going on, brother? Terry Little John, what was the price for those BF Goodrich down there? The 225 60R15 are like 500. Ooh. Um, I think we got them for I think 375 US. Max Wedge is at the house. What's up, brother? Oh, Big Billy, I don't remember what car it was used on. I would actually have to go back myself. Now, Tony knows it like off the back of his head. I mean, he knows the history about the hood scoop and everything else. But I know you see them on a lot of GM cars. So I don't know if it was originally a GM car or what. Some people like it, some people don't. I had one guy comment today on it that he thought that it looked silly on the car, but it's not his car. So, I mean, I know the scoop was designed for more functionality than it was looks. Jimmy, Al, are you a transplant or born and raised in Tennessee? I am a transplant. I was born in Central Florida, Tampa area. I moved up to Tennessee in '98. My dad had already moved up here, and he was having some health issues, so I moved up in '98 and never went back home. Henry's Hot Rod Garage. Al, where did you get the parts for the Barney build? The MSD Delete kit. I got that through was it SMR or AMR Racing. It's a complete kit. It's about $1,300, 1,335, but it comes with the cam, the lifters, the MDS plugs, so you can pull the solenoids out, upper end gasket kit, and Diablo tuner, so you can turn it off on the computer. Let's see here. Michael said he spent Saturday at a car show, Sunday in the hospital. Damn, dude. Talk about up and down weekend. I'm just glad for another day of grass. I hope you're doing well, brother. Harry Purper's got a question. Hey, I've got a question. I've got a 318 with original manifolds, and I cannot get the passenger side to seal. Any tips? I was looking at headers. but I hear A-body hitters are a nightmare. They can be. They're more of a nightmare on the driver's side. Depending on what kind of header you get, you got to disconnect the steering arm and actually start the steering arm through the header. As far as the manifold not sealing, put a straight edge on the manifold and see how warped it is. If it's gotten really hot before or something like that, check that. Um, that's about all I can say on that one, or you might just have to get another manifold. Let's see, Mopar Dan says it's been raining here all day. It's preventing me from taking out the 72 Corvette to run it with a new dual exhaust installed today, tomorrow. Now for that. Oh, I hear you, man. It just now started raining here about 5 minutes ago. Now I know my other house I've got down in Alabama. They got some bad storms earlier, but everything's cool. All right, dude. I'm going to see that. Mopar Man 1978 last week was talking about maybe doing a video on cleaning aluminum slotted rims. He said he started my videos on cleaning, prepping, and polishing aluminum rims, slotted mags. Cool deal, man. I'm going to check it out. Harry Pepper says it's on the center port on the bottom where it makes the inverted V is out about 130 seconds. Yeah, it sounds like it's warped, dude. I tried to get another manifold. You should be able to find one pretty easy. Otto's asking, what do I appreciate most about the current Hemi? Is learning everything I can about it. I mean, I love to tear them down. I love to build them. I love the stupid horsepower you can make with them. I mean, yes, I know they're still more expensive than like the LS stuff, but I like it, man. I mean, I like. Matter of fact, Tony and I were talking about it this morning. We are talking about old school builds and stuff like that, and I told him I got a point with myself that I wanted to learn more. And so the Gen 3 Hemi platform was where I was wanting to go. Dexter is in the house. What's going on, brother? Jimmy says, seems Tennessee has a huge car culture. I'm from New Jersey and not much car related stuff. Yeah, Tennessee actually's got a pretty decent car culture. I was actually surprised. You know, me coming from Florida, man, especially Central Florida, man. You got Tampa, St. Pete, Clearwater. I mean, you see all kind of rides. You can see rides in Miami, Tallahassee, Jacksonville. But I was actually surprised how much the culture was here. I mean, my little town, man, we have like a car meet 2 weekends a month at the courthouse. Thanks for the super chat, Mopar Den. Appreciate the support. Entertaining information, build content. Dude, I appreciate it. I mean, I know I'm not the best in the world about explaining things. But like I said, I am who I am. I mean, you got guys out there, that's all they do is tech stuff. And all I do, man, is as layman terms, is what I know, what I understand, and what my opinions are on doing something. I mean, and that's all I can give you. But I do appreciate the support, everybody. Let's see, here he goes. I checked the local machine shops and they want $150 more to plane them down. Like I said, dude, I mean, hit your local junkyard, hit the marketplace in your area. And man, you can pick up a set of 318 manifolds pretty cheap, man. You can probably get a set for like $40. Rube Mopar, dude, what is going on, brother? Yeah, Rube Mopar, he commented on my video earlier. He wanted to know whether the car was going to be. Guys, it's still a secret. You'll know at the end of the year what color the car is going to be. You already know what the inside is going to be, but none of that's going to be on the outside. I'll give you that. Yes, I did. I've already talked about it. Mopar Dim. That's the only one I've seen so far. I'm trying to keep up the night, Mr. Will. Last Monday, man, it was a lot to keep up with. You'll have it done, Roof Mopar, dude. You still got plenty of time. Oh, let's see, Max Doss. Yeah, we're gonna black the hood out. We're gonna do the hood in flat black. PGA 0816 goes out. You need a T-shirt that says "the hardest working man on YouTube." Thank you for answering my comments. Hopefully soon your channel will be too big to answer any of my comments. Dude, I tell you what, man, it's like I try my best to answer everybody, even if it's just a like. At least y'all know that I am looking at your comments. Eric asks, "How's Uncle Tony?" He was a little better today. He's still a little swollen, but he should be all right here in a couple of days. If most y'all didn't know, Tony had an abscess going on last night during the live, and boy, the right side of his face was starting to swell up. But he's doing good, man. He's pushing on. Doug says the current Hemi ports make me think exactly. I mean, the D-shaped exhaust ports were based off of the 426. Eric says, "How's GTGC?" Like I said, man, he's feeling a little better today. He started taking some antibiotics, I think, last night. He was a little bit more talkative today, but you can still tell it's messing with him a little bit. But I think he'll be all right. Michael Williams, I saw the video where the UT weight slag hammer. It's amazing. I was amazed too. It was pretty light. Harry Pepper wants to know what my opinion is on headers over manifolds. It all depends what you want to do, man. If that's like a daily driver, stuff like that. Headers, I like running headers personally, but you got to buy headers that are going to seal the right gaskets. I mean, you've got to go in and tighten them back down every once in a while. If you want to deal with a little bit of hassle, retightening every so often, I mean, I like headers personally, but if not, to stay with stock manifolds. Jim Phil, can you use cornstarch to cut black paint into flat paint? Dude, I have no idea. You have to ask a body guy or somebody's got a little bit more knowledge on paint than I do. Mobile Man 78 says, let's see here, Harry. If you can't get the manifold issue fixed, I have a local vintage salvage yard close to me with 318 manifolds. Prices are budget friendly, and I'm in the Branson, Missouri area. So there you go, man. Check out Mopar 78 if you can't find you a set. Mr. Will asks, "Hey, I know it's not a popular question, but I have to ask, will you check out Sledgehammer safety before you run Power Tour?" Yeah, I mean, I want to do a shakedown on the car. Like I told Tony, I mean, I hope this happens. I like to have the car running and stuff by the end of the month. So that way I can do a shakedown on it. That'll give me a couple weeks to shake the car down, make sure everything's good, make sure things aren't going to break. Yes, I'm going to take some stuff with me, like an extra alternator distributor and stuff like that. But yeah, definitely gonna shake her down before we take it out. Uh, Picchio 816. I mentioned it to him. He hasn't said anything about it. Can you talk Tony into sandblasting the tunnel ram for slag hammer? That engine's going to be great. Nice, new, frosty look. I hear you, brother. I hear you. June says it's an old body shop trick. I never knew that, to be honest with you. Sketchy Dustin, it's going to have an exhaust for the tour, but as far as sound deadening, that ain't going to happen. I mean, the car's going to stay bare. Ethan and I are going to be wearing headphones while we're driving it, just so it doesn't finish off my hearing. Because I'm about to have death anyway for playing music for 30 plus years. But I mean, the car is meant to be rude, crude, obnoxious, loud, unforgiving. So let's see. Mopar Man 78 Al, you guys are going to have to get the dart gun like on the movie Old School and knock Tony out to have his tooth pulled. Dude, he does. I tell you right up front, man, from what I've known of him, the man does not like going to the doctor, and he will try to push through anything. Rude Mopar dude, let's see some drumming videos. I hear you. Now, if you want to see some music stuff, I still have my band page up on Facebook. My bass player passed away here a few months ago, and my singer had moved up to Virginia, so I more or less shut the band down. And with me, with my arthritis and stuff, but you can go to Monkey Wrench Band TM. You can look it up on Facebook and kind of go through there. There's some videos in and out and stuff like that. Sketchy says, enjoy your pain on the ride, right? Dude, I've driven an 18 wheeler. I mean, I've had some that have about basically killed me and loud and leaked in the cab and everything else. So Mopar doing, let's see, he goes, so is the band getting back together? No, it's not, man. I'm retired from playing music. Matter of fact, my rehearsal studio here in the basement, I've got both kits just stacked off in the corner, my PA equipment stacked off, and I kind of look at it and shake my head and walk back out of the room. Sketchy doesn't. He goes, the seats don't look comfy. Well, I mean, they're racing seats, dude. I mean, at the end of the day, the car's doing the tour, and then after that, it's going to go to events. It's going to go to the drag strip. I've got padding I'm going to take with me for my back and everything that I actually use when I drive my big trucks. So I mean, it'll be all right. I mean, I've driven worse. Zero, what is going on, brother? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Doug said, "Would the band get together if it were on a mission?" Oh God, dude. I mean, I don't know, man. I had a friend of mine that's got a really good band, and they've gone through drummers like crazy. And he seen me out playing and stuff. He liked my style of playing, wanted me to come out, do a couple shows with him. So I said, all right. So I went out to their rehearsal place and we rehearsed for like 2 hours. And man, both my wrists just absolutely killed me with because of my RA and stuff. It's gotten a point, man. It just hurts too much more. It hurts too much to play. Big Billy Racing asked, what kind of music did y'all play? Dude, we played anything from Zeppelin to Bad Company. Uh, oh God, Jefferson Airplane, Styx, all the way down to Stevie Ray Vaughan, some Hendrix. Let's see what else. This is a lot of stuff, man. It's more like rock, classic rock, little Three Doors Down, Alice in Chains, stuff like that. Zero says Mopar out. I'm currently having a problem with no tail lights, brake light, etc. Um, let's see. Basically, start from A, man. Voltmeter, check at the brake light switch if that's working to the brake light switch and going out. And then test it back to the back of the car itself. I mean, what car is it on? Junk Card Willie's in the house. What's up, man? All of them's in the house. How's it going, guys? Mr. Will says he loves it. Dude, who doesn't like Stevie Ray Vaughan, man? I love that guy. Mopar did it. Tiny Tim. No, man. No stepping into tulips, brother. And then Doug was also saying, too, check your grounds. Zero. And I just saw somebody in here. Let me scroll back up for a second. I'm starting to lose my place. Someone mentioned about the Junkyard Jets. Yes, the Junkyard Jets finally put a video out, dude. I mean, I've been after him for months to get one out. And they finally did one last night, thanks to John Wilburn. He actually filmed them doing their video last night. Eric said your turn signal switch can drive you crazy too. Oh, I hear you all that. Like Doug was saying, ground check grounds. It's like they on the slag hammer, man. I mean, I'm using part of the original harness from the car. I'm just simplifying it. And man, it took me forever to get the headlights to work in it. And come to find out, the ground was broken two different places on the harness. Oh, I love playing Zeppelin now. Mr. Will, the Lemon Song is a great song. Yeah, we used to do the. Yeah, I tell you what, man, that song wore me out, brother. We used to play it at the end of the night. Jimmy, let's see. Jimmy says his brother Jimmy Vaughn's pretty good dude. I mean, yeah, I mean I mean, I love both the Vaughn brothers. Tony says the scoop looks fine. Yeah, I mean it fits the car. I mean, once the hood gets painted, you know, and the scoop gets painted, it'll blend in a lot better. Let's say Doug said I've had some sketchy Mexican rush buckets that run new grass. Dude, I tell you what, Ethan's Corvette, when we bought it, I had to almost rewire that whole car. I mean, 1 minute the brake lights would work, next minute I'd have no lights at all. And I mean, the grounds were just so corroded in that car. Of course, that car came out of Florida, so no free bird, Michael Williams. Yeah, I have see Mr. Wilco says Jimmy is great, but Stevie was a force of nature. I mean, they were two different styles, man. I mean, and Jimmy Vaughn's a very established, very good player, but man, Stevie Ray just had his own feel with it, man. Let's see, Doug Bonzo's Montreal is one of my favorite tunes. I love the Immigrant song, man. I used to playing that. Jerry says, "Salt air. I'm near the beach. I'm not money rich. I rent a room. Let's make that clear." I work to pay for gas. Dude, no shit, man. Y'all's gas prices over there are just stupid, man. You're exactly right, Mr. Will. Stevie played with soul. I had a guitar player when my original guitar player left, and we were trying to find a new guitar player. And this young kid, man, his last name was Foster, and he should have had no business knowing the music that he. And every time he played, man, I got a chill up my back. The hairs on my arms stood up. I mean, this kid was just awesome. Let's see. Zero says gas right now is 5.69 a gallon for 91 octane. Doug said Coda is great. Zeppelin album. Most people haven't heard it. Oh, I hear you, man. If you're a Zeppelin fan, man, you've got to listen to all of it. The good, the bad. I mean, it's like Rush. Either you're a Rush fan or you don't. You either like them or you don't. And I have all the Rush albums, even the ones that weren't too good there for a little bit, but I was a hardcore Rush fan, so. Oh, you got it, brother. Chris is still. I still got that one on vinyl, man. Yep. Farewell to Kings. 2112. Oh yeah. Let's see. At zero. Grew up watching Mad Max through the areas when driving next to the gas truck. Now, man. Hemispheres. I played Mopar Mission. I played some Pink Floyd with my other band years ago, Electric Blue. We did Comfortably Numb. But I played all kind of music, man. I grew up with um, heavy metal, the old speed metal back in the day. You know, I get a lot of comments on people when I do the endings on my video with the music that I do, and they're like, really dig it. Yeah, I might be 54 years old, man, but I still love my stuff. Let's see. Eric asked, "You drive a large truck. What is your favorite truck engine?" Be honest with you guys, my favorite truck. I love the Detroits. I really do. I mean, they're kind of like the Chevrolet motors of the big truck world. They're inexpensive to work on versus cats and the Pinto Stars and stuff like that. Max Wedge, Nazareth. I like listening to Nazareth once in a while. Oh, it says I'm in the Puck Rock Huntington Beach area. Watch the documentary Clockwork Orange. Those are the mean older kids we suffered under. Cool deal, Mr. Will. The only, oh God, what's the only album I've got left right now that's never been open? Um, Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon Studio Edition has never been open. Mopar Man said me, I heard you could rock them instead of the skins. I used to, brother. I used to. Big Brother Racing, have you ever driven a Dodge Semi? No, I have not. Winston goes, the old two-stroke Detroit's best sounding diesel, no doubt. Terrence says, I was a diesel mechanic for 20 years. Dude, they're easy to work on, man. When I was an owner operator, I tore my own motors down. They're easy to work on. The timing's easy on them. The only thing I didn't like about them on the earlier ones, man, they had a bad habit of just dropping the valve keeper out. I wasted two motors like that, and that was right at about. I would have the rack ran at 500,000, and then about the million 10 mark. I don't know what it was, but it was almost like clockwork. It pop a keeper out and drop a valve. Zero says I play bass guitar and can play drums. All right, brother. You got to have a tight rhythm section, that's for sure. Max Wedge says I've been teaching myself to play guitar for a year. I'm a shitty teacher. Dude, I try to play guitar. I can do like bar chords. That's about it. My fingers just don't want to bend. I found it easier to play a little bit on the bass. Winston said when I was an owner operator, I love the Cummins N14. They're a nice torquey motor too. They're just expensive. Oh, Chad said I tried music quite a while. Ended up better at fixing instruments and amps. Hey man, whatever floats your boat, man. As long, I mean, it's like me. Uh, when it comes to amps and stuff, there's a guy here locally that will work on anything. And I would just send it to him than me trying to do it myself. Mike Williams says I play mean kazoo. There you go, man. Let's see. Zero said my best friend, my old drummer, said I'm a bass player with the heart of a drummer that was forced to play guitar. Oh man, I hear you, man. One says we all play the hammer in the garage, right? Oh, it's like that. It's like that. One day we're at the garage and we're messing with Kiwi's crank out. It was 440, and I was listening ding on it. I said I can play some music on that thing. Let's see, Mr. Will. I'm a big fan of Mr. Fabulous. I played trumpet through college. I love the horns and the original Blues Brothers. Oh, I hear you. I tell you what, when I grew up, man, I loved Dizzy Gillespie, man. I used to go to the jazz festivals in Florida shit when I was a kid. I used to love that man. Let's see, Terry looks like he's going to bed. I appreciate you being on, brother. Owen drops. I came up in a place and time. They stick a bass in your hand if you weren't fast, run fast enough. I hear you, man. I tell you what, Nashville, man, has got so many guitar players, man. I mean, guitar players versus bass players is probably 20 to 1. And a lot of these guitar players had actually had to switch over to bass to work. Mr. Will said he has a lot of this. I tell you what, man. I mean, I love that guy, and he'd tell you that he learned how to play that trumpet the wrong way. That's why his cheekbones or his cheeks were so blown out. Mopar man, let's see, Benny Paul from Inter. Dude, I tell you what, man. I love that group so bad. I saw them in Louisville, Kentucky in when was it? 92, and they opened up for Alice in Chains. And I hate to say this because I love Alice in Chains, but Pantera blew the roof off that place. Let's see. Austin, Daddy's Money Garage just stated that they have hit 500 subs. Right on, brother. I appreciate everybody going over there and hitting them up. Wednesday, he almost caught a drumstick that tossed out at the end of the show. I tell you what, man, Vinny DePaul, man, I loved his style. He really wasn't a heavy metal drummer per se. In his playing, you felt a lot of blues and jazz combinations in his playing, which I think actually sounded great for what Pantera was doing. And man, I mean, I loved him, man. He was a solid drummer. Jimmy said I met Tori Cardell from Marshall Tucker Band at a tiny bar. A lot of them are nice guys, man. Um, when I was doing electrical work, I was a commercial industrial electrician for 18 years, and I was here in Nashville. Reba McEntire built a recording studio on Music Road, and her husband had a construction company. So they were doing construction work, and I got to meet Reba several times. I was out to her old house that she used to have, and go out and change the light bulbs in the trees. But I got pretty tight with her studio drummer, and every once in a while he'd go on tour with him, and he used to come to a lot of our shows. The drummer for Clint Black. I've actually met Neil Peart a few times. Troy Coletta. Um, oh God, I'm having a brain fart now. From Tesla. I met him. I mean, I met a lot of people. Mike Vesta says I can't drive a 4 speed. But yeah, music was my therapy, man. I mean, that kind of kept me from killing people. And my other therapeutic is actually building motors, man. I love tearing engines down. I like putting them back together, making them run, if possible, make them run faster. That's my therapy, man. I get in a zen with music. I get in zen with doing work on cars, Bailey motors. But let's see. I'm trying to look up on some comments I saw go by a second ago. Okay, we're good. Um, I met Jason Bottom before. My singer went to one of his shows 2 years ago and brought me back a set of signed drumsticks from Jason Bottom, so I got those put away. Winston says cars and my stereo are definitely my escape. I hear you, man. I hear you. Jimmy goes, I can tell you're a real musician because you're not a band snob. Appreciate it, dude. No, I mean, I never wanted to get that way. I mean, be honest with you guys, I'm actually um, not claustrophobic, or maybe what they would call it. I don't like being in big crowds, and everybody used to ask me all the time, well, if you don't like being in crowds and around a bunch of people, how can you play in front of 3,000, 5,000, 10,000 people? I'm like, because I'm on stage, I've got my drum set in front of me. You don't cross that line. And that's how I was able to do it. I mean, I enjoyed the playing, enjoyed people making people happy, the clapping, the yelling, the cheering, stuff like that. And when I get done with the show, because we used to do a lot of bike rallies, and I'd get done, go backstage. I'd have a few people back there start to talk to me and stuff, and and not be rude with them, and but then I have to say, listen, guys, I gotta go chill by myself for a little bit. But my singer, I mean, he said there was he was definitely a front man. He would go talk to everybody. Let's see here. Trying to get caught up with some of the comments. Let's see. Michael Williams. I was always mechanical brained. I saw it and wanted to know how it worked. Drove my family crazy until I got where I could put stuff back together. Oh, dude, I was like that when I was a kid too, man. I would piss my grandmother off. Um, she'd have this little lawnmower that I used to mow her yard with, and something would happen. I didn't at the time. I didn't know anything about mechanical stuff. I was always curious, and I tore that thing apart and could not get it back together. And I thought she was going to wring my neck. Let's see here. Terrence said I got picks from Frank Black and Joey Santriato from the Pixies. Just need pass over a base pick now. Then life will be complete. Life is never complete, man. You always want a little something. I got memorabilia stuff I got put away too, man. It's cool to have it. Max West said he saw Skinner, Sabbath, Aerosmith, Ted Nugent, Buzzard. I tell you, one of the craziest concerts I've been to, man. I was living in Florida, and it was over at University of South Florida. This was like years ago. It was 38 Special, and Ted Nugent opened up for him, and I was third row, and I was rocking my ass off. Hell yeah! He looked over at me and gave me a hell yeah back, and I thought that was the highlight of my evening. But it was definitely a rocking show. Let's see. Michael Williams said I converted our lawnmower to run on Cox glow plug fuel once, but only once. That was one nasty push mower. Oh hell, man. Zero said Danzig is playing soon, trying to go, but car first. Danzig, man, I I don't know. I can take him or leave him. I liked him back in the day when he first came out, and but I think the last tour or something went on, I heard a lot of bad reviews with him. Oh, Doug just said Uncle Ted, yes sir. Max West Stranglehold, yeah, we used to play Stranglehold. Winston says he has the drum head signed by Angus and Malcolm. Dude, cool deal, man. That he has some with Malcolm's name on it. Mr. Will Dyer and Brig Ross said Kenny Wayne Shepherd is an awesome show. Yeah, I like Kenny Wayne, brother. I love Kenny Wayne. Zero by Danzig, 1, 2, 3 was all right. And then yeah, I agree with you, man. I agree with you. White Trash Motorsport, the first machine I fixed by myself was a gas push mower. Oh yeah, I think a lot of us started out with mowers, man, and then went to hell after that. At age 11, hey, we got to start early, man. I think I was about 9 when I tore into my grandmother's lawnmower, man. She was, like I said, she was pissed. Let's see. Jimmy fed in the mid 80s, 38 special tour of Jefferson Starship, and Grace was still with him. Yep. Mopar engine. What happened, Al? What do you think about slaving to repair a deep scratch on a cylinder? Well, it all depends what motor it is and how much meat you've got. You know, a lot of times it depends how much metal you got to work with, what you can take out, how much more you can bore out of it. Eric said he saw Led Zeppelin in 1977 at the Forum LA. Oh man, let's see, in '77, I was 9 years old, and they had came to Tampa Stadium. Jimmy says, Eric, you're showing your age, brother. Owen Rouse said, man, I haven't played Danzig's first album. Oh, I hear you, man. It's like a cult, man. When the cult first came out, I used to like them. Winston said 77, he was still a twinkle in Dad's eyes. I like Eric, man. Eric's a cool dude, man. He does nothing but gives me positive comments and stuff, and I really appreciate it, brother. Mr. Will said he was 4 and 77. Max Wedge. Let's see here. The Cars. Yep. Rick Kasich. Matter of fact, we did one of their songs, just one I needed, with the other guitar player, or my last guitar player I had, Ed. He was into all that. Zero, Mopar Al. I'm an early cult, Southern death cult to the cult, vinyl, etc. I hear you, brother. Mopar Band 780. I like the Bipits and Danzig, but heard once that Danzig sounds like a drunk Elvis. Dude, I tell you what, man, you're not far off of it. Here lately, man, like I said, the last tour he was on, man, there was a lot of shit, a lot of pissed off people. Mopar Engines is a no-name national classics only. No, it's anything you got, man. If you got a channel and you got 500 subs and you want to register, go register. Jason said, "Damn, they sound like a cheap Elvis." Max Woods, Seether and Chevelle. I like both of them. I'm also a big Maiden fan too. Yeah, Eric said when you watched Elvis' last performance, he was so drugged out, it was sad. And I grew up on Elvis, man. I mean, my mom was an Elvis fan, and I watched all the documentaries and stuff. And yeah, he turned around and he just got off in a bad way there at the end. Max Wiz, I've seen Neil Young. Zero. Jay said, hi, I'm all misfits to the man. I tell you what, I was actually surprised. I didn't realize how much of a punk rocker Tony was. Let's see. Mopar engines. I'm putting together a 426 stroker. Hopefully, I get some bids out of it. Assembly and get my 500 with that. Hello, I just heard about No Name Nationals. Very cool idea. But yeah, man, it's John Wilburn or not Andy Dallas and John Wilburn came up with this. Man, it like blew up. And I hope they make it a yearly thing. I mean, I like to see them do that a different track each year. Eric Conway, let's see. I saw Peter Frampton in 1977 at Anthem Stadium. In 76, saw him again. 29. Dude, I tell you what, man, I love Peter Frampton. He lives here in Nashville now. And he is a down to earth person, man. That Zero said early on UTG, Tony commented back to me about punk music made so much sense afterwards, right? Miss Will Diary Garage, Joe Wash, one of the best guitar players. I like Joe Wash's playing. I like it even better now he got sober. Jimmy said Jerry Garcia was awesome. Dude, I tell you what, it was a sad day when that man passed away. And I remember the story they were talking about with Jerry and where he went to the doctors and the doctor told him he needed to quit everything he was doing. And he went cold turkey, man. And as soon as he went cold turkey, man, it seemed like right after that he was gone. Eric, if I were UT and now I'll be inquiring taking some of Jim Bennett's projects up there. Eric, like I hear you, man, and I'll probably talk maybe Tony with Tony about that tomorrow and see maybe we just take a ride over there and see what's going on. Max Wedge, Soundgarden. Yeah, I love Soundgarden. Jimmy says so Peter Frampton has a bust of his. Yeah, that's why he did his last tour around. He was starting to have some issues. Eric, let's see. He says, "What do you think about no more Hemi VAs after 2023?" Um, they're not going to be totally gone. They're just taking them out of certain models right now. But the future does kind of look up in the air. I actually have a cousin that works in the projects department up there at Chrysler, so I kind of tag him every once in a while to see what's going on. Dizzy Izzy, what's going on, brother? Mopar engines. Let's see. Asks, do I do any tuning on the new Hemis? No, I'm wanting to learn. That's one of the reasons why I got into them. Like I said, I was talking with Tony about that today about learning new stuff. I'm wanting to get an HP set up um, on a laptop and start going to town learning how to do tunes and stuff. That's funny, Mopar man. He says, "What's the odd that Peter Frampton has a muscle disorder but has a song? Do you feel like?" So we got Danny Boy in the house. Let's see, Danny Boy. Yeah, I think he lived up there. Let's see, you're in what, Ohio? Yeah, that's what I thought. And you know what's funny was when he first moved to Nashville, he had not sold his place up there yet. And then he left Nashville for a year, and went back up there, and then decided to move back down here permanently. Let's see, Eric Conway out on the V857. What type of mods do you recommend that will give someone the most bang for their buck? Uh, Besides using a tuner, that give you about 35, 40 horse right there. Um, I do the Eagle head swap on the pre-Eagle motors. So anything from 03 to 08, you can do the head swap and you gain quite a bit out of that. 09 and up with the variable valve timing system. They've got a lot more stuff tuning wise for those. They got cam locks for those. So it's kind of what all you want to do with it. I mean, if you want to keep it NA, they got certain cams. I know Fly and Ryan makes several great cams for the Hemi that produces horsepower and does not require a lot of tuning. Daddy Boy says, I use a guitar tuner to set the house on my carburetor vehicle. Right, brother? Right. Eric, exhaust and our headers. If so, what manufacturer? A lot of people do the long header or long tube header conversions. A lot of people use JBAs. They're kind of up there in price. Um, Catback system or catless exhaust that frees some things up. I mean, there's little things you can do. I mean, I've seen a lot of people switch over to the 6.1 cam on the pre-Eagle motors. But I guess my personal opinion, it depends how much horsepower you want to get out. The cheapest way to gain 35, 40 horse, 45 horse maybe is just with a tuner. Next step would be get it a little easier, get it to exit a little easier. Uh, so it all depends. I mean, it all depends. Let's see, Winston, is that 5.7 in a car or truck? Which one? If you're talking about the one I just did, it was on a truck. Eric says it's car 5.7. What year is your car, Eric? All right, Eric's talking about, oh, it's a 2018. Okay, so that's variable valve timing. That should be rated right now a little bit over almost 400 horse, I believe. If you don't want to do a lot of mods to it, Eric, you can actually go to somebody that's in your area that's good with tuning Dodges and have them put it on a dyno and tune it that way. I've seen them some about 50 to 75 more horsepower easy without doing any mods to them. And Winston Center, oh, Battery, what's up, brother? Winston goes a lot more aftermarket support for the cars versus the pickup. Really, dude? I mean, they're kind of the same. I mean, the motors themselves are the same. Basically, anything you want to build for the car, you can do with the motor. The only thing that's different is the intakes. And I know in the later models, they kind of changed that a little bit. The only thing you got to worry about with the truck is the torque management system. And I know on the pre-Eagle shit, 05 and up, HP will support going in there. On the trucks, it's 06 and up. They can go in there and support and do away with the torque management and the transmission. The later models, 09 and up, it's already incorporated into their hardware. Eric, which tuner do you recommend? I mean, the race truck is tuned with HP's tunes from our tuner here locally. I know a lot of people like using Diablo, and those are about the only two I like really messing with right now. But if you want something that's easy, handheld, you can get the Diablo tuner. You can get if you want to go to a bigger handheld version of that, Diablo's got what's called the Trinity series. Barney says you can score a Diablo tuner for around about $300. He likes them. Now you can get the small Diablo tuners for about that price. I believe the Trinity is around 550, something like that. Eric's asking, what's your thoughts on the effectiveness of an oil catch can? My personal opinion, get one. I know on the older models, and I've talked about in some past videos, the PCV system on these Gen 3s, in my personal opinion, suck. It dumps so much oil and stuff back through the intake. And you take those intakes off after a while, and they're just so gummed up with oil and stuff. And then on certain model cars, on the 6.1s and stuff like that, occasionally you can start them up and you see a little puff of smoke comes out, and then what it's doing is burning off the rest of oil that went through the intake. But to me, I think it's a good investment to put a catch can in. Your intake will thank you. Oh, you're correct on that, Battery. And if you score one on the marketplace, secondhand, definitely make sure it's not locked, because it's going to run you $100 to get it unlocked. Eric, bullet catch cans. I mean, there are so many catch cans out there, man. Anywhere from $75 all the way up to $500. Some of them have a baffle in them, some of them don't. It's primarily a preference. Jimmy Pez says, I agree on the catch can. It's keeping my 5.9 intake valve clean. I hear you, man. I mean, it's just one of those things. It's a preference deal. You can probably check it out on the later Hemi forums and stuff like that on Facebook or something like that, and see what everybody's opinion. If you want, go online and see the reviews on the catch cans, like from Summit or private companies that build these things. Eric, on the 3.6 Pentastar motor, I'm not really that familiar with the Pentastar. There might be somebody on here, maybe in the chat, that might be more on the Pentastar thing. Let's see here. Auto Impulse, what's going on, man? Nationals, yes. And will my son make an appearance there in his 300? Dude, I really don't know. I know he's taking vacation time so we can go on the hot rod tour. So I don't know if he'll be able to make it to No Names or not. All right, Jim Fed, good question. I was actually bringing that up. Al, how can we buy your stickers? All right, well, I did a little thing last Monday. These are the two stickers out right now that are out. You can get either one of them or both. What I've been doing is have you all pay for it through super chat and send me an email with your address, and then I will ship them out to you. And I will go ahead and tap in my email. And also, too, you can look in the description page of the live that I put up tonight. It also has my email on there. Because right now I don't have PayPal or a website. And I've just gone over with my final approval for my stuff for my shirts. And so hopefully I've got some finals at the end of the week on that. And then I'll be putting that on Teespring. We can order shirts through them. Special order shirts that we'll be doing, like limited runs and stuff like that, will be coming through me directly. Uh, so slowly trying to get things up together. Mr. Will, let's see. Yeah, I'm still waiting to hear back on the email I sent you so I can send you a sticker. You getting your sticker in the mail anytime. I send it out Friday, so as soon as it shows up, it will have my address. Eric, Al, do you have t-shirts for sale yet? Not yet. That's what I was just talking about, Eric. I just got finished approving the final uh, logos I want on my shirts. So hopefully here at the end of the week, I can get that uploaded to Teespring. And as soon as I do that, I'll be able to give you the Teespring link where you can order them. Shopcat Industry, what's up, man? Cat Industry says he's up to 393 subs, which is awesome. But for now, I got to go put my little dude Top Tech to bed. I hear you, brother. Diz Easy just said went to t-shirts and a 4 inch by 6 inch stickers. I'm actually going to have. See, I got to have some shirts made up for the hot rod tour. So Ethan and I can have them with us. We're going to take them on the road with us, along with Uncle Tony garage shirts and stuff like that. Eric, I appreciate that, brother. He says as soon as t-shirts are available, I'll buy one or two. I appreciate it. Jimmy Pitt, oh no, not PayPal through that email. No, I'm not doing PayPal. If you've got yourself, like I said, if you're linked up with super chats on YouTube, you can send it as a super chat while we're online doing the live. Um, I posted my email address out there, and once you send me an email, then I can send you a sticker. So if you get one online tonight while we're on the live, I'll have them mailed out by Friday. So you'll probably get them like the beginning of the following week or something like that. The ones I just sent off this past Friday, hopefully everybody should be getting them either today or tomorrow, something like that. Shopcat Industries. Hi, Will. Hey, Al. Just a point. Teespring shirts used to kind of suck as the printing would only last a few washes, but my latest design orders have lasted perfectly cool. I know Tony, and then I guess they got straightened out with them. For me, economically, right now, it's easier for me that way. Big Belly Racing doesn't YouTube keep a percentage of super chats? Well, they keep a percentage of everything I do. Jimmy Pitt, how do I sign up for super chat? I'll figure it out. Oh, how did I figure it out? I think I tried hitting the dollar sign at the bottom for the super chat, then it sent me to how to do it. Moverman 78, Al, I know you're very busy, but did you say anything to Tony about the BG stuff? I mentioned it to him. I don't know if it actually sunk in or not. Shopcut Industries, I'm the same way. I can't carry out the cost of an inventory, so Teespring is the way to go. Yeah, I mean, it's like with my band shirts and stuff back in the day. I actually would order my shirts, and you would have to do a minimum of 12. And it was cost to me when I would place my order for my band shirts anywhere between $300 to $500 a pop. But if y'all want one of these stickers, I mean, give what you want. It can be $2.99, $1.99. I don't care. I mean, I just want to get the stickers out there. I mean, postage isn't that much. But I like them. They're cool stickers. You can stick them wherever. The water stuff doesn't get to them, so they're good quality stickers. Shopcat Editor says Eric Conway. They recently got new printing equipment and it is way better. I wear my 63 F100 shirt on my channel all the time nowadays. Just like with Teespring, you go online to order a shirt on Teespring, they get their percentage out of it and you get the rest. But like I said, it's no money up front. But last week we had, let's see, Mr. Will got a sticker, Scott Speed Shop Jed, he got a sticker, SRP got one. I can't remember who the other guy was, but last week I got 4 stickers out Friday. Eric, I haven't watched. Let's see. Al, did you see Nick's Garage got the Restore 69 Charger 500 started it? No, I haven't had a chance to watch it yet. It's came up on my feed just a couple times. And also, guys, everybody that's on here that's doing the No Name National 500, if y'all channels have got stickers, and if you want to send them to me, I'm putting stickers on the trunk of Slag Hammer on the inside of the trunk, and I'm trying to support everybody who's done the No Names 500 and has made it or wanting to make it. And I'm sticking their stickers on the inside of the trunk. So if y'all have any stickers, I'm glad to send them to me, and I'll get them on the trunk of the car. Let's see, match which I'll get 2 stickers. All right, cool. That's funny, Mr. Will. Oh man, Mopar 78, man. If you want to look skinny, hang out with fat people. There you go, brother. Eric, how much of the sticker is? Whatever you want to give on Super Chat, man. Dizzy Izzy, that's cool. Just send me an email. See, Danny Boy put on their cats love old cars and don't sit on the new junk as well. I tell you what, man, Ethan had bought a Mitsubishi 3000 GT, and the car had been sitting for a while, and we bought it pretty cheap. Opened that door up, and it smelled like pure cat piss. Eric Conway, I appreciate it, brother. Uh, Email through the chat. Send me an email. A sticker sent out your way, brother. Dizzy Izzy, when well, let's see, well, when I get them, when do you get the stickers? Well, I mean, I've been sending stickers out on Fridays. You got it, Eric. I appreciate it, brother. Let's see, Danny Boy said cat piss is tough to get rid of. Dude, it is. Danny Boy, am I buffering? On drive, the 3000 GT actually always had potential. I think the factory wheels were not flattering. This is I meant when I get mine, I'll email you. Okay, no problem, brother. All right, appreciate it, Danny Boy. Yeah, we just had some bad weather come through here not too long ago, so it might have messed with it a little bit. Eric, do you want one of each, or you want two of the same, or what? I'll put them back up here. So just let me know which one you want. Well, appreciate you coming aboard, Shot Cat, brother. Appreciate it, Danny Boy. Yeah, zero. Um, let's see, the Mitsubishi dealer, the first set of factory 18-inch wheels, VR4 3000 GT, near Steph 94. I did like the later model VR4 rims, the 5-star chrome rims. They weren't too bad. Jason Garage Inc., what's going on, brother? Appreciate it, Danny Boy. Blue highlights on black always wins. Yeah, I mean, it took a while to figure out what I wanted. What's going on, Barrymon? Howdy, Al. Sorry, so late. Been doing chores. I hear you, brother. Randy Barles, what's up, brother? But this update, I know earlier in the comments and stuff, the Junkyard Jet Boys got their 500 already for the No Name Nationals, so now they can register. And so they're good to go. Go check out their channel. It's on my community page with their first video they finally put up. So check them out. Let's see. This is the Mannequin Muffler Shop in Baldwin, Missouri installed a crossover pipe and gave it to me after I told them I was about the No Name Nationals 500. Cool deal, brother. Oh, I hear you, Zero Man. There's some good people on here tonight. There was a lot of good people on last Monday too. Oh, appreciate it, Jimmy. He just sent me $3. I appreciate it, brother. Turn around and like I said, hit my email up. If you need again, I'll put it back on there. Tony Garage is on. Al, Bikers Running just did a full tour of the parking lot. Cool deal, brother. Was there more junk in the carburetor? Tony and I were messing with a bike he bought. Not going to tell you all what it is yet because it's going to be something down the road. And I believe this thing hasn't ran since 2016. And he was in the shop messing with it the day we got to start firing up, but it wouldn't stay running. And I guess Tony went back there, and now she's running. So that means tomorrow when I go over there, I'm going to hop on it, take her for a test spin. Tony must be on his laptop. There's no sound. I'll type it out for you. Yeah, Tony's laptop there at the studio, the sound sucks on it. Paul Berryman says Uncle Tony's trolling. Max Wedge, Dicky Distillery, Powers, appreciate it, brother. But like I said, guys, this bike, his last was ridden, I think, 2016. The guy just put it up and had a little bit of fuel in the tank, starting to varnish, but it was good enough to where he was able to clean it out. But you'll know something soon on this. But all I can say, it's a cool little bike. And I'll leave it at that. Big Mike's Hoopty Barn, what is going on, brother? Yeah, Tony's like, don't forget the kids channel. The kids channel is Daddy's Money's Garage. That's the Junkyard Jet Boys. So go check them out. Big Mike Hoopty Barn, just chilling a bit before bedtime. I hear you, brother. It's almost my bedtime now. Jimmy goes, Tony needs a string and a swinging doorknob. Max Registerly, is that good for sticker? Al, you want email and comments after live? You talk about your email or mine? Appreciate that, Zero. He just put up the link to the Junkyard Jets channel. Max Wedge, how do you want address? Um, I mean, if you can try to send an email with your address, that's cool. Um, that's about the most private way I know of doing it. I mean, because if we do it in the comments after the live, I think it might still show up. Eric goes, Tony is fully engulfed in YouTube. How does he get this honeydew stuff done? Dude, I have no idea. Oh, I hear you, Danny boy. 20 hours ago they released and they needed subs, and I think they had like 100 subs before they put out their first video. Let's see, Max Wedge. I don't care. My email is on Facebook and my YouTube info. All right. I mean, if you want, man, that's cool. Just leave it in the comments after the live, then I'll get it and I'll write it down. Paul just asked a question. I have an old 64 Dodge 440 that rust is eating up the floor pans. Are they still available to buy or do I need to fabricate one? On a 64 Dodge 440, I have no idea, dude. We might want to check with AMD, see if they might have it. Or see if somebody has got a on the marketplace if they've got an old 64 that partner out with good floor pans or something, or you might have to make your own. Eric Conway, I miss seeing Uncle Crystal, sweet girl. She is, dude, and she is like a workaholic, man. I mean, she's trying to get her realty business up and going. Um, Between doing that and the kids and helping out with UTG and stuff, I mean, she's got her hands full. Dean B, what's going on? 499. But yeah, it's like with Kathy, man, she's 100 mile an hour too. That's why Tony's been kind of doing some of the videos on his own because I mean, for them, I mean, this is a business, and so between her trying to do with t-shirt orders, mailing things out, all the editing of the videos and stuff, plus trying to run her house. I mean, that's a lot of work. So that's why Tony's been doing a lot of the videos himself with the GoPro to kind of ease her a little bit on everything she does. Oh, I hear you, Jimmy. That's why you call her Ultra Catholic. I tell you what, man, she's a sweet woman. I like her to death. She's a cool cat, that's for sure. I'm glad I got another. It's, she's known me always working on stuff. So between that and the band, she's over the years have been very understanding. Oh, I hear you, Eric. Both of them are Wonder Woman, man. Zero says the Field family has been great to Area B. I tell you what, man. I mean, everybody's got their opinions and everything. You know, Tony, good, bad, indifferent. Personally, I don't have a problem with him. It might be because both of us kind of two old farts. But I don't have issues with them. You know, to me, they're good people. You know, and that's, I mean, that's all I can say. I mean, ooh, Winston, anyone know where to find portable C body panel parts? Ooh, C bodies, I couldn't tell you, brother. Mopar Man 78, Mr. Will, I'm watching. Please, those old Police Academy videos, movies were funny as hell. Mike's big hoopty bar. Let's see. We definitely heard some business going on in the background during the live with John in Dallas. Dude, it was all kind of stuff being was talked around last night, man. I know Dallas is a busy guy, doing everything with the American Hot Rod Association stuff. I know he's got a bunch of stuff he has to go to event wise. The No Name National 500 is a lot on their plate right now. So yeah, they're busy guys, man. Um, I think there's going to be something coming out soon, but I'll let John Wilburn discuss that. On Drive says, "Hey Austin and crew are up to 550 subs already." Eric, what is your thoughts on the new Mopar Hurricane motor? Um, I don't know. I mean, I really haven't dug into it that much. I'm going to because I'm kind of curious myself. So far, my knowledge right now is all the way up to the Apache motor. Jimmy, I hear you. Tony is a shaker and a mover. Sometimes that ruffles feathers. It does sometimes, well. You know, at the end of the day, it's you got to find people that you can work well together with, and sometimes that means going through a couple of people. Uh, like Tony and I, we really don't have any disagreements. What we do is we discuss things out. I'll have an idea, and he'll kind of, he'll have an idea, and I'll kind of go, and then we come together and agree on an idea. So, I mean, we work well together as far as that goes. Big Mike's Hoopty Barn. I definitely appreciate all the YouTube automotive community support that I've gotten since I started my channel back in December. I hear you, brother. I mean, everybody. I mean, we talked a little bit about this yesterday on John Wilburn's channel when he was doing the his little live, and I mentioned the fact that the YouTube community, especially with the 500 deal, everybody has came together to help everybody out. I think it's a cool thing. Seven. Let's see. I have an '05 BMW X3. Sometimes it won't start, and all I do is disconnect the battery and put it back on. It starts. So anything's wrong with. I have a friend of mine that has. I think his is an '06, and he was going through the same issues, and it ended up being the module being bad or the brain on it, and they just got finished servicing his bike. Evidently, that's a problem with these bikes. So it might be a module issue or computer issue with that BMW. At zero, let's see, zero says good car folks helping other good folks. It is, man, it is. Mr. Will Brings Raw says all my feedback has been great and my lives have been all. Dude, I tell you what, Mr. Will put some long ass lives out, man. I mean, I give him kudos for that. Eric, to subscribe to Junker Jack Boys. I appreciate it, brother. They need all the help they can get. Hopefully, they be putting out some more content soon. You know, I have to give them credit, man. You know, a lot of people in the comments have talked about, I had one out today to where, they made a comment to where there was three of them and one of me. you know, and that's fine. I mean, but at the end of the day, these kids have never tore a car all the way down and put it all the way back together. It's the first time any of them have done that. So I kind of give them kudos to them for even wanting to try to do it. And, but, you know, they're starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel now. I mean, they've done their shares of mistakes and redos. You know, we all do that when we build stuff. And it's been a definitely learning experience for them. And hopefully I see them do another one after this one's done. Because I think that they would have learned a lot from this build. But guys, I'm going to call it a night here. We're going about 2 hours 15 minutes, and I want to appreciate everybody that's been on here. I appreciate y'all's support. Um, I appreciate all the good comments. I try to get to everybody's comments. I want to appreciate Mr. Will and Zero. Keep track of things for me. Sometimes it's hard for one person to see everything that's going on. I want to thank them. I want to thank Eric Conway. He's been a big supporter of mine since the beginning. Appreciate it. Big Mike's Hoopty Barn brother. Love you guys. Max Wedge. I'm digging it. And other than that, guys, I am going to go out. I'm going to go to bed. And I'm going to cross over to the dark side. Other than that, y'all have a good one. Thanks again for your support. And I'll see y'all next Monday night. Let's see, real quick, Paul. Can I drop a plug for my Odyssey channel out? Go for it, brother. You're welcome, Danny. Right on that, guys. Good night. And like the saying back there, I'll see you down the road.